Good afternoon, Wolverines. It's that time of the year that we need to be thinking about our course selection for the 2018-2019 school year. A few weeks ago, the counselors came into your classes and provided you with a packet that looks similar to the one that is on the screen. Please take that out at this time. Today is the first day that the portal is open and that you are able to go into the portal and choose your elective classes. So we're going to talk about the packet, different aspects of the packet, and then we're going to go through how to get into the portal and choose your classes appropriately. So we're going to start by looking at the bullets. There are 7 bullets up here, and I just want to draw your attention to those. Please read those. The first one addresses that you will have recommendations in the portal from your teachers, your English, math, science, social studies teacher, world language teacher, and possibly a CTAE teacher will have made recommendations for you. The portal opens today, February 21st, and closes on the 28th, so you have only 7 days to choose your electives. You do have the option to complete an academic waiver, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, and the deadline for that is March 12th. Some courses that you're going to see in your packet require applications, auditions, or teacher approval. And you will see that there are going to be symbols next to those course numbers, possibly a hashtag, an asterisk, or an @ symbol. Pay attention to those symbols, please. If you are a student that loves science and you are taking 2 science classes, you will need to complete a double science form for approval. Those are housed in the counseling office and also in Miss Carlisle's room, 1210. Please make sure those are returned to Miss Carlisle, and she will approve those or deny those. I want to draw your attention to the course number column. You'll see at the end of the course number there is a Y. That is because it is a year-long class. Now, if you look at some other course numbers, for example, AP Calculus A, B, B, C, you will see that there is an S on the end of those numbers. Those are semester-long courses. If you choose a semester-long course number, you need to make sure that you pair it with another semester-long course number. We are going to continue registering for 7 periods, so at the end of the registration period, you should have 70 out of 70 credits. So let's just look at this packet. You can see that all the courses are divided based on subject area. So we've got English, science, and math on page 1, modern language and social studies on page 2, and then we're moving into some more specialized classes. We have our academic electives. We have online options. So you can do both Georgia Virtual and Forsyth Virtual on a part-time basis or full-time basis if that's something that you're interested in. But you do need to make sure that you see the counselor to get the proper application and procedure, and also that you follow all dates. Very important that those are that the dates are followed. Same with dual enrollment. We have lots of upperclassmen that are looking at dual enrollment options for next year. Want to make sure that you are aware that there are requirements both from West Forsyth and for whatever college or university it is that you are looking at to pursue dual enrollment. So you need to see your counselors to make sure you have all of that information. Go ahead and flip to page 3, please. You can see that we have some journalism classes that are optional. We have 2 new PE classes that we're offering, both an aerobics and an intro to sports medicine. I will draw your attention to the column that says GR. That means grades. So those are the recommended grades for students that would take that class. So for example, grades 9 through 12 can take aerobics, but only grades 10 through 12 can take intro to sports medicine. Just let's talk about IE squared briefly. A lot of seniors this year are interested in IE squared. Please make sure that you see the counselor, the counseling secretary, Ms. He, for that application. Please make note, current juniors, next year seniors, that the IE squared application packet needs to be returned to Ms. He by March 3rd. Again, that is March 3rd. So the 3rd page also highlights a lot of our career tech pathways. You're going to see some of the symbols like the @ symbols and the hashtags because, again, those courses require an audition, possibly an application or teacher approval. When you go into the portal, you will not be able to enroll in those classes because they do require those additional approvals. The teachers will give us the names of the students that should be placed in different classes, and we will make sure that we hand schedule those students. So for example, if you're trying out for band and you are accepted into the highest level band, Mr. Tyree will let us know that and we will place you appropriately. On the very last page, we're going to continue with our CTAE pathways and also with our fine arts pathways. Again, drawing your attention to the different symbols. And in the bottom corner, you can see what those symbols mean. So today, with your fourth period teacher, if you have questions about the packet or questions about scheduling, I encourage you to ask your fourth period teacher. Now we're going to go through how to log into the portal and how to choose your classes. So of course, you need to have an IC login. If you don't have a login to get into Infinite Campus, you're going to need to stop by the counseling office before or after school to make sure that you get one. When you log in, you're going to go over onto the left-hand side and you're going to go to course registration 1819. Once you click on that, you're going to see this window. You can see that there are 4 classes that have already been recommended for me. My English, math, science, and social studies teacher have already recommended classes for me. You also see up here that I have 4 out of 7 classes in my schedule currently. Now let's talk briefly about what happens if I disagree with the recommendations that the teacher has made. The teacher makes those recommendations based on work ethic, motivation, test scores, and grades. If you disagree, you do have the option to complete an online course waiver. You can either waive into a class or waive out of a class. Keep in mind, if you choose to waive into a class, you can not at a later date request to be removed from that class. So again, if you are recommended for on-level biology and you waive into honors biology, you cannot ask to be removed from honors biology. Also, if you waive out of a class, if you are recommended for AP Lang and you choose to do on-level English, you cannot come back later and say that you want to be placed in AP again. Okay, so just want to make sure we're clear on that. You're going to have, today you have a job, and your job is to complete your electives and 3 alternate electives. So that's what we're going to run through today. So here I am. I've got these 4 classes, and I'm going to click on requested courses, and that's how I'm going to choose my electives. A window is going to pop up that looks like this, and I know what electives I want, so I can either choose them by course name or by course number. I prefer to use course number because then I know exactly what number I'm typing in and what class I'm getting, but other people choose to use course name. So for example, if I'm looking to do Intro to Sports Entertainment Marketing, I'm going to type Intro, and a drop-down menu will come up. Here I see Intro to Sports Marketing. I'm going to click that and then click Go. As soon as I do that, another window will pop up that looks like this. I'm going to either click Request Course or Request as an alternate. Once I click this, there's one more additional step, and I'm going to have to click Request this course again. Either the request course or request an alternate, whatever it is you choose. And once you do that, the course will successfully be added into your schedule. So once the courses have been added, this is the screen that will pop up. Again, you can see that I have my 4 recommended classes from my teacher. You can see that I requested to have Intro to Sports Marketing or Management Entertainment as my elective, and my alternate is my visual arts too. Keep in mind, I only have 50 out of 70 classes up here, so I still need to add 2 more classes, so 2 more requested classes, and then you do need to have 3 alternate classes. So when you're done, you should have 70 out of 70 at the top of the screen. Let's just review the dates very quickly before we're done. The portal opens today, and it closes on the 28th. You only have 7 days to get your elective credits, your elective classes in, so we want to make sure that we do that sooner rather than later. If you disagree with recommendations made by the teacher, you do have the option to do an online waiver, and you can find that on the West Forsyth High School page with the registration link. That opens on the 5th of March and closes on the 12th. If you have any additional questions about HOPE rigor points or rigor courses or anything about scheduling, I encourage you not only to contact your counselor, but you're also free to reach out to myself or any of the other administrators. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I am West Forsyth. We are family.